I think GTRP has survived because it is capable of being different. Well, even though it's very repetitive in some ways, it can be very dynamically different with situations and the creative like of the streamer you watch, right? Which is why you even see like a lot of like these BR streamers, these guys also are transitioning to a lot of IRL content and like different content because that shit gets so repetitive that their streams, you know, inevitably die. Sadly. I'm surprised it hasn't happened to GTA, although I get in some ways why it hasn't. People are still very successful within the category, and new streamers, you know, like Zatark and now his brother are able to go full time, whatever. But you can definitely make different content hopping out. It's almost like your IRL streaming, right? Like it's the same kind of the same process as you would IRL. Like, what do I want to do today on my IRL stream? Like, I'm gonna do a cooking stream. I'm gonna plan a costume party. I'm gonna throw a pool. RP is the same way. Like, what do I want to do with my character? I'm gonna go down this Batman arc. I'm gonna turn into Darth Vader. I'm gonna try to go to the fucking moon. Yeah, the car looks fucking sexy now. That's why I always say 90% of RP is what you literally want to make of it. Because it has to be on the person to have the energy and the drive to want to do that kind of content, because it's, brother, and I'm not comparing this to jobs, okay? I'm not trying to pull this on here, but it's very creatively exhausting, right? Like trying to be creative, trying to make content that viewers want to watch, whatever, especially when your viewership's going down. A lot of motherfuckers get crazy, right? Like they'll go crazy. Like, I don't give a fuck, guys. I'm in a retirement mode. I've talked to my community about this. Obviously, after the accident happened, like the core community knows what's good. I'm in retirement mode. It's a luxury that I get to still stream every day, right? But yeah, I mean, to be creative every fucking day and think of things to do, we'll get exhausted. And that's why like mechanics are good sometimes, because it's there to kind of help guide you or give you some filler content if you just want to chill, if you're having a bad day. Like even for me, right? Like if I'm having a bad morning, I didn't sleep right, whatever the fuck, I tell chat I'm gonna have a chill day. I'm just gonna do some chill shit. I'll go do some mechanics. I'll, you know, work a shift at Senior Buns, grind, sanitation, whatever, right? But brother, it pains me that people think this is how it works. The mechanics aren't there to guide you in any way. It's there to give you tools that you can try to use to make things happen. That's why it never matters what the mechanics are. It never matters what the server is doing, because it's always going to be on the streamer or the player to make roleplay happen, bro. It doesn't matter. Like we can wipe this all tomorrow and add completely new mechanics. The RP for me will stay the same. Why? Because of the way I RP. Like, it's on me, bro. And people can also adapt. It's not, you know, yeah, people can adapt. If they, like, look at the clowns, right? Like the debt shit happened, whatever. It was fucked. They adapt. Some people like bitch and moan on Twitter, but it's okay. I get it. Sometimes it's also good to just bitch and moan. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes it's just good to let it out. But you adapt. I mean, bruh. I use Valkyrae. She's like the biggest example in my opinion. Okay, she's like the biggest example of a variety streamer who I think looks at RP in the best way. Out of all the variety streamers I've seen look at RP, I think Valkyrae does it the best. Like you can even tell when she talks to like her community about it, right? Like, oh, like, you know, I'm planning this. We're gonna make this spicy. Like this is gonna be like the peak of the arc. Like we're gonna do some crazy shit. This, that. Like she looks at it as in the way that a lot of people should look at it. Like, oh, this is how I'm creating the story now. This is where I'm gonna take the story now. A lot of people don't look at it that way no more, bro. Like, I'm sorry, they just don't, bro. And it's okay. They're probably burnt out, or maybe they just don't feel confident. Whatever the reason is, it's fine. It's not even a big deal that you don't do it. It becomes a big deal to me is when you're bitching and complaining about it. Yeah, People's another great example. Like you even watch People's streams, right? He talks about his story, he talks about his character, where he wants to take it, this, that, whatever. He's also a really good example. I'm only using Valkyrae because she's like a variety streamer who, like, I think understands it better than most people, which is crazy to me because, like, you would expect, you know, like the variety streamer to be the person who doesn't really understand it that well, right?